Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. Hello, Facebook. Also, this is live on Facebook, and this will be on YouTube. So, hello, Facebook too. I'm here. I probably should ash this because I don't wanna. Fuck it. I'm just here to talk. Obviously, just chill. You guys can ask me any questions or anything. You know, if you see me live and you want to watch this, I haven't been here on the wire, done stuff live here. I apologize for that, but I haven't posted stuff. So, what do I have to say? If you haven't watched that Remedy H video of like, the On the Run. I suggest you do watch that video if you haven't, because I'm about to say I'm going to add to anything. I've just mentioned it because the reason he pointed out, because that's so long ago, I had a dream, which I made a video about. I have a Caucasian friend that I haven't seen him in a while, so there was that. And I had a dream about him. And everything, the whole skies was pitch orange, yellowish, like almost like you see something in the movie called Armageddon, that movie called Armageddon. You know how that color is and everything like that. So it was like that, and the clouds were like also black, but not like black, but it was just just normal, like kind of grayish like this, this type of gray. And he was looking at me and all that, but he was all scared and shit. You could tell from his face that he was scared. And he's like, Jesus is coming and shit like that. And I'm all like in the background. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. But he was because I knew it was I'm seeing what's in the background, and he's telling me this shit, and I'm just like, uh huh. You know, I don't know if I posted that video here, but it is in my Orc channel, my Orc Killer channel. So you guys can look for that. So anyways, this is we right now, guys. The reason this dream happened, obviously, is because we are near, we are imminent. Okay, we're close. We're very close, very close. And most people might be like, how would you know and everything like that? And then all of a sudden, Remedy H just says they're on the run, and I'm like, thank you. These reptilians are on the run because it's why are they on the run? They could have been on the run at any time, but why are they on the run now? Question that. They've been on the run. Well, shit. Well, to be honest, if they were going to run away, they should have done that a long time ago. They got stuck here. They trapped themselves here. To be quite honest with you, that's their fault. Now we're gonna kick their ass. All right. It's almost like you left. Say that you left. It's almost like you left a. I don't know. How do I compare it? It's I don't know what to compare it to. I'm trying to think of some animals I could compare it to. I don't know. I'm trying to think of one because I don't want to get gone or anything like that. But you want me to make something up, I guess? I don't know. Okay, fine. Imagine. I can't. Okay, fine. Imagine a hyena messing with a little tiny cub of a lion, and that that hyena is laughing and everything like that, and then all of a sudden that hyena gets trapped in a cage with that cub, and then all of a sudden the hyena is like, oh, okay, and then all of a sudden the cub grows up into the lion, and the hyena is seeing it, and the hyena can't get out. He's fucked. That's a perfect analogy, actually. There we go. Thank you for higher realms for that. So it is cool that that's the thing. I don't want people to think that I'm coming off as like, oh, like he's this type of person that probably it's like, oh, he hears this stuff, and then it's like, oh, cool, but he's not taking this seriously. No, I take this very seriously, actually. This actually, some of the stuff that I hear, some of the stuff that I know, some of the stuff actually pisses me off more than anything, to be honest. Because what happened to us? Are you kidding me? When ever since I was a little kid, even when I was when I was like 12 and 12 to 13 years old, I was feeling that there has to be something more to this life, but also why did it always felt inside of me of like superhero ish, basically. That sounds cliche, but the thing is, you guys don't know. There's people in this world that actually feel like they want to be like a fucking warrior, like they want to do something, like help people, basically. You know, like you see in these movies, like X-Men, Spider-Man, Batman and shit. Most people are like, that's crazy talk. I'm like, is it? Is it? I've said this countless times before. What if there was beings that fuck shit up so badly that all of a sudden they create something that they cannot fucking stop, or brought something that they can't stop because all their wickedness woke up a being that was just like, oh, you're fucked, you know? So sorry, bed hair and everything like that. You see that? But look at my curls. Look at that. Look at that. uh, hell yeah. I could just go like this. It's all curly and wavy and everything. I have like a freaking mushroom hair sometimes. I was gonna get a haircut, but I'm trying to make my hair. I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make my hair. To be honest, I'll probably do it after the holidays. The thing is, that dream that I had, I'm not questioning it or anything like that. I'm just looking at it and I'm just like thinking about what's going to happen. And the thing is, when I saw that in my dream, I was literally where I was at, where I go to classes at, which I've always thought of. Every time I go to classes, I always tell myself, what if it happened right now in class? And I'll see everyone's reaction to it instead of just being in my house and then with my family, and then it happens, And my dream showed me that because even when I thought about it, see, your higher self knew from the beginning. That's the thing. See how that is? You think of, and most people are like, oh, because you thought about it, you had a dream of it, and it happened. I'm like, look, I'm not going to deny you with that. Because, look, our minds are very powerful, very powerful. It's magic. That's why we got to be careful what we think about. And especially right now, actually, to be honest, yeah. Because we hit that age, guys. We hit that level that anything that we say comes true now. Yes. I mean, it's been happening before, but it's more potent now. It's more strengthened now, and it's getting more stronger and stronger. To be honest, every day, every minute, at least in my opinion. I mean, if you feel differently, that's fine, but that's how I kind of feel. You know, every time I wake up every day, or when I take even a little nap and I wake up, I still feel that. I'm just like more different energy, basically. You know, there's new energy like every second, you know, and that's not a bad thing, you know. I might, I might just meditate soon. Um, that'd be good for the video too. For anyone that just wants to watch along and meditate also. But I'll probably watch a video here and then meditate and wear headphones because I don't want to get like I don't people are sleeping. It's like about 12:54. It's not that late, but it's a Friday. It's a weird Friday. You know, it's one of those Fridays that well today is actually Saturday, but that Friday was it's just everyone just wanted to like lay down and sleep, I guess. But I mean, at least well, I my soccer area because it was just a. Actually, no, that wasn't true because I fell asleep all day. But it doesn't matter. That's I gotta stop. But this is a just talking video, so that's the thing. And I guess I might spread some of this knowledge that I know. What else could I talk about? I'm trying to think about it. All I know is that obviously things are changing. Obviously, duh. But if at this point, I don't know why the regular person hasn't seen it yet, but they're going to. Oh yes, they're going to. They have to. They have to. They're going to. Oh okay, yeah, they're going to. All right. I've even talked about it before. That Footlocker commercial that they had, when it has a fucking tentacle on a freaking building and everything like that. You have zombies everywhere, UFOs and shit like that. This is happening. This is really happening. It's like, yeah. And Orc was saying that in the commercial, man. A fucking, Caucasian, man. It's like, oh, this is really happening. Oh, those homeless people that just know that, oh, yeah, the end is near and shit. Apparently, in that video, in that commercial, they were like, that guy was like, oh shit, no, 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 this is not a game. And I'm like, no shit, dude. No shit. And then you see brothers, and then you see a brother in that video getting lifted by a UFO. Why? Some people might be like, oh, because they're gonna take him away, do experiments on him and shit like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? And the thing is, a lot of people might be like, oh, isn't that gonna be like deep fakes and everything like that? And what the government's gonna do and shit like that? I'm like, I remember hearing that story a long time ago. And look, not to say they don't plan an invasion, but the thing is, guys, everyone in this world should already fucking know at this point, we have already been invaded. Don't tell me, oh, the beings that are coming down here are going to invade. And I'm like, fuck you. The beings that are coming down here look like me. To kick ass. And some of us are here to just save the planet and then leave. Because again, it's our jobs to protect this planet and it's our jobs to build this planet up. That's our jobs. We build her up, we get built up. You see how that works? Stupid concept. You know, and maybe some of us, not all of us, maybe some of us around here go to other places. Maybe not all of us, maybe but maybe some of us. Some of us might be in other planets, and some of us might be in other places in this planet. Remember, this is our avatar bodies. So so quote unquote, anything could happen. Like, yes, people might say, "Oh, your higher selves will come in and shit like that," which is true. But what if all of a sudden, just you and your higher selves just meet at the same time? Like you just go to it, like you just walk in one day, you know? Just a thought. Just because of the energy that it's here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking, but that's just I don't know. Maybe it's just excitement. Because the reason I'm excited for this whole thing is because all people are coming back to now people from here, from our families, basically not them, but I'm talking about all people coming back to what we were. That's what I'm happy about. Because you literally look at all the civilizations, and you're like, they lived a world that some of us don't want to live. I'm not saying that. Some people, when you tell people this stuff, some people don't want to live that life. They think it's primitive as fuck. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We had technology as fuck. What do you. The technology we have now is primitive. It's just the stuff that they've been coped of having a different mindset because of how they were born. You know? Look, this is the Matrix, right? Or, well, what we call a simulation, but the Matrix is actually a mother's womb, actually, in Latin, yes. It's mother. So what's a mother? The planet. Hell, you can even say your own mom is the Matrix because you come out of there. And just like anything, yes, the 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 vagina is literally a portal. Why wouldn't it be? Just like your voice is a portal. That's why magic. Even when you saying it in your head, it goes out there in the ether, basically. And these are all antennas and everything like that. Uh, I love these. Like once you learn more about your hair and everything like that, you just appreciate everything about you. Especially when you go older, in my opinion. When you get older, you just appreciate a lot of shit. And you get tired for a lot of shit. And I've realized now a lot, every day, people are getting fed up. Like more and more and more and more every day. Not fed up as in, oh, I want to go back to the way things were. But like, I'm fed up as in, I want to, like, I want to, I literally want to change the whole algorithm of this fucking world. Basically. It's like that. That's how I feel. I've always felt that way. Ever since the frustration of this world, basically hell that we call it, basically. Because when you're in tune and spiritual with yourself, you already went through hell. Okay, you already know that. That's why a lot of some religious people were like, "Oh, I'm hell and all that shit," but it's what's inside of you. It really is, because if you're having a bad day, that's hell basically. But you know, because you're making it hell for you, and that's your decision. you know. So it's funny. My friend wants me to watch the Eternals, and I haven't, and I've been wanting to watch it. I just haven't watched it, and I know it's about all people and shit like that. And I mean, for crying out loud, I'm looking at some of the names of the heroes, and I'm just like, a lot of people, movie wise, some people say that oh the movie's bad and shit like that. I'm just like, I don't care. I'm looking at it as what I'm looking at it as another view. Ever since I've been more in tune and spiritual with myself, obviously, I look at all these movies into a different light. You know, I always like to mention the Transformers movies, mainly because I started, you know, I like I well, I don't want to get a tangent of the movie wise of how I thought about it, but looking back at it, it's just really good. It is. It's really good. And some people that do hate it, I'll be like, you know, yeah, it is your opinion, but it has a whole different view when you see it in all perspective. It's amazing. And the reason I always like to bring out Transformers is because that is just a perfect example. It always is. It's not because everyone is always talking about it and shit like that. It's just that it's just a perfect example. Another, sorry, another good example is also Avatar. When you watch these movies, especially the movie like They Live, it makes you question something. And the thing is, there's people out here that won't even question shit, obviously, but there's movies like this and they don't want to even question like that. Like They Live, first of all, when it's blatantly in your face, basically. They made a movie about it, guys. They made a movie about it, and all of you guys are like, hey. You know? Some stupid shit, man. Like, oh, I don't know. Something weird. Remember, I don't know if I told you this, but I did made another video talking about this, but not fully of what I was doing in the Astro Realm. Not so long ago, I was in the Astro Realm because every time I meditate and everything like that, I imagine myself just training. Literally, you know how you in Smash Brothers and you beating up like a punching bag in Smash Brothers? That's what I've been doing. Just like, and then practicing, training, flexing my brain, obviously, like that. That's what I've been doing. And then one time I left there, basically call it like a practice room, and I just I I met an old I met an old great one, basically. Yes, I met a very old ancestor, and we trained a little bit, and whole things were happening while after we trained, and I turned to that, and I literally carried him like a baby because I became so massive and so big that I became bigger than him because shit was just happening. I don't know how that was happening. I didn't even know that shit was. I didn't know I could do that. To be honest, to be quite honest, I just thought about just getting bigger. I guess that's just how it worked. You know, even he was just like, "What the hell? Who was it? Oh, I don't know. The most famous great one that H.P. Lovecraft's talked about, or everyone knows. Yeah, there you go. I don't have to say it. Yes, but after that, I went back to training. What I was doing was literally just all I have to say is I was just going ape shit of with these wicked ones. To be honest, like I was at a battleground. For lately, I've been teleporting, at least with my mind, when I imagine it. I'm I teleport into a war zone, and I see tanks, and I see things battling and happening, and I'm just doing my own shit, and I know that these beings are seeing me, and these military people, they all seeing what I'm doing, and they literally what I'm seeing while I'm literally imagining it. Okay, and I've been doing that for quite a while, and I know, and every time, and the thing is, I know that it causes an effect because one time I did it really badly, and it was all over the world. The whole world knew what it was, and I'm just like, I did that, and they had to freaking hide it by being like, "Oh, Trump supporters went to the Capitol," and I'm like, "What? What?" I just went to the Astro Realm and just thought about something, and then boom. I know what I did because I made a video about it. But then at that point, they would have to prove it to. They have to be like, "Excuse me, you we have a picture of you in the astral realm turning into a great cosmic serpent and shit like that, and freaking blasting the whole building, causing it to combust and shit like that." And I'm just like, yeah. I was like, but they would have to show a picture of it, right? Because there's no proof at the end of the day. The only proof that you have basically is just some idiot, supposedly, of like you seeing these idiots going to the Capitol, and obviously I wasn't there. Of course I wasn't. Why was it? Why would I? In the astral realm, I was in the dream world when I imagined it, but these wicked ones, these wicked. The thing is, these wicked beings, actually they couldn't stand a chance. To be quite honest, ever since, and not ever since that, but before even that too. And the fact that I have done that shit just proves that yes, we're in a we're not technically yes a video game, but also that this is your world. You can make it as anything you want it to be. If you want to see fairies and dragons and freaking you know beings that you see like in Dragon Ball Z and Harry Potter and like a game like Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts, then just think about it. Imagine it. As long as you can pay focus on it, boom, it will happen basically. Maybe not right away. Things manifest. You got to think about it all the time. Remember, it's manifestation. Remember, think you can't just be like, all right, where is it? And if it's not here, oh, forgot it. And I'd be like, come on, man, that's lazy shit. That's lazy shit. That really is. That's lazy shit. It's like, come on, man. You put effort into it at least. Put effort into it. That's that's one of the biggest reasons why I have a. That's the biggest reason with some of our brothers and sisters. They don't put effort into what they could get. They just want it right away, and I'm like, it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. What? It's like it makes me sometimes I'll be like, no wonder we fell because of fucking what the fuck. Like, why would you say that? I don't know, but it's like, please, it's like, come on, man. I don't know. It might sound rude that I sucked up, but that's just, hey, man. That's just the way I just see it. And it's probably bad, but whatever. I'm not to say that. I mean, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at the end of the day. It really doesn't. All that matters is that the focusing on you part is the most important. That's really it. You can talk about, eating healthy. You can talk about taking out these wicked beings. You can talk about a lot of things about our people and stuff, which is fine. It's fine. But the most important thing is focusing on you. Why? Because the more you focus on you, the more important, to be honest, you realize you are, obviously, and the more important you become in your world. And basically, when you have that basically mindset, I guess, or you viewpoint, things change around you, man. Like you see things that you'd be like, if I tell somebody, they would think I'm crazy. I've seen shit that these beings would be like, you motherfucker, you saw that? I'm like, yeah, I saw that. I saw that. You think I didn't saw that? I saw that from a mile away. And you're acting like you hide it. You hid it. You dumb fucker. The thing is, there's some people that I've met, even freaking orcs. There was orcs that I've met too that literally look at me as like, more than you let on. Oh yeah, always. Which is what's dangerous about me when it comes to these wicked ones. You know, I won't do that to you. I mean, I don't do bad things to my friends and family, anyways. Like just because we argue and that's just family shit. That's just a thing that families do. Families argue and all that, but again, and friends. But at the end of the day, you live with them, you love them. Even though some of them are not your family members, I know. I already know that. Yeah, your mom could not be your mom. Your dad might not be your dad. And we all gonna find out who our true family members are. To be honest, if you already don't know, you know, there's that. Some of us don't even know at all. And to be honest, some of your family members actually gonna take you back because you're not supposed to. Some of your guys are not supposed to be on this planet. Just some of you guys, because some of them, I don't know. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just that some of us came here because there was a calling. It's because she Mother Planet herself just she needed she basically needed us more a lot from different realms from the cosmos because she was hurting, at that point because a lot of things were happening in this planet. Okay, that's why signals were coming out and things. Not to say, look, we are the guardians of the galaxy, but not to say there was not other warriors like the felines, basically. For example, the Lyrans, I think that's what they called, right? But I'm gonna call it the felines. That way I don't fuck up anything. They're warriors too. Especially and they're women too. They're all warriors. I mean, look at the Dracos. They're warriors too. So imagine that. You know? That's just my opinion. But hey, I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. So but that's why sometimes this is just a talking video. But most likely I'm probably there, I guess, right? I think that's really it, guys. I don't want to keep you holding and everything like that. I don't want to bore you more, and I'm sorry about that. So, thank you for watching. If you're watching, ooh, sorry, a yawn was coming in. My bad. Good thing I stopped that. I don't want it to be rude right there too. So, the fact of the matter is, before I end this video, the most important thing is obviously focus on yourself, obviously. And when you watch some videos of our brothers and sisters, obviously, just remember too that obviously they're all part of you, you know, and everything like that. And I'm who knows, you may see them in the future. I'm not saying you will or anything like that, but you may. And the one thing you should always think about, at least in my opinion, because I've always think about it, this is just me. Or this is just me. But I feel this is how I always view it. Most people might disagree with me. That's fine. But I feel the same way when I view my teachers. If I don't see them out of my realm of viewpoint, basically, I'm not saying there's no people out there out of my freaking out of this world. I'm not saying that, or out of this planet. But I'm talking about, like, you know how the Truman Show is, basically, almost like that. Almost like everyone that you see is literally just part of the show, and you don't know it. So every time you watch, like, probably a brother or a sister, you probably are like, are they part of it? Are they part of the wizard in the carton, so to say? You know? Am I for making this video? You see? Most people might be like, I don't. Most people might be like, I don't want to think about that. But I'm like, I thought about it though. Has anyone else thought about that? Because I have. Most people might be like, maybe you think about maybe you think about it too deeply. But why wouldn't I think it about too deeply? Is it too much about it? I don't know. But when it comes to that aspect, it's like, are my friends a part of it? Are my family a part of it? Am I the only one? This is what happens when you question shit, and you see some of these movies. Yeah, it's funny that I'm closing off the video with something like this. It's just a thing because it's the most important thing that I've always thought of. You know, it's like, how you know how do I? It's almost like that episode in Home Improvement. If you ever watched it, how do you know? How do I know that you're here? How do I know that you're here? You know, but they're not wrong. They're not wrong for orcs. They're not wrong for saying that. I'm like, you know what? That's one way to think out of the box. You know. And for some people, that they might think that's scary because it's like that means everyone's fake around me, and then I'm like, why do you think some people just say focus on yourself, and then when you do, holy shit! Like, I'm talking about going inside and, you know, planting in nature, get your feet dirty. Ooh, it feels good, man. That time when it was hot, like Grandma H pointed out, like it was hot. Like, was it, obviously it wasn't yesterday, 2 days, like 2 days ago now. And it felt beautiful. It felt like spring. I'm like, yo, hell yeah. And then the next day, they made it rain and cold and shit like that. I fucking saw chemtrails in the fucking goddamn sky going straight to the fucking sun. And I'm just like, yeah. And then when you point it out to somebody, they'll be like, "Oh, dude, it's just them flying and all that." It's just, I'm like, "Are you fucking stupid? Do you see them going to the sun? You're not going. They're not going to any other direction but the fucking sun, and that's the only. And you're not thinking about that. All planes go into that direction. Coincidentally, you dumb motherfucker. Oh well, the coordinates. Oh fuck you. You making excuses. You mean to tell me they're going straight? You mean to tell me every day they're going towards the sun and they blocking it, and you mean to tell me that that's always the direction they're going to go? Motherfucker, think. My God. How much brain cells do you have? Oh, I just never thought about it that way. Look up in the sky. It's there every day. What's wrong with you? And half of those people are not on their phones like this. I'm dead serious. The reason they made your phones is because that shit kept potent even more, kept getting hotter. That's why they shooting it up still up there, man. And it's like, but guys, come on, man. And then they make these clouds machines just to cover up the sun. Come on, man. Think. It's not that fucking hard. It's not hard. All you have to do is look up. Look up every day and tell me you don't see planes going to the sun blocking it. Do that for like about 2 weeks and then come back and talk to me. And by then you'll be like, you're right. No, you're right. Every fucking day, I'm like write it down. Write it down on a fucking piece of paper. And when those 2 weeks are up, kept looking at it. And then all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, planes going to the sun, planes going to the sun, planes going to the sun, planes going to the sun. And then find out what the result of it. Clouds covering the sun. Sometimes I like to think how old is my soul. Because I know I'm an old soul. I am ancient as fuck. But my sister, my sisters, my nieces, they're older than me. Okay? So imagine that. You know? I remember telling my sister that. My sister was like, what? I'm like, yeah, but they're just babies, so obviously. And she's like, well, thank God for that. Telling her that whole baby is full of knowledge and everything, knows everything, but you can't really, she can't really tell you anything because she's a baby, you know? So, but the only way she could tell you stuff, obviously, is her being a baby. Obviously, like everything when she sees that twinkle in her eye, that's how you know. Basically, you know, that's just me when I see children and they have that twinkle in their eye, basically, because they having fun and they see something that they recognize. You know, even if they even if they might not know it subconsciously, they do. You know, but most likely little kids do know. They know. They know. It's just that when they get older, we tend to forget because that's what they do. And these kids, it's funny, I was going to end it soon, but I am going to end. You know what? Might as well just end it here, too. I'm sorry, guys. I've been on a tangent, but hey, it's funny. Right when I thought I was going to end the video, I thought about two great things that I thought about in my head, you know? So let's just say the ancestors just wanted me to talk about it, you know? You know? So I don't know what the other thing was. I just forgot. I'm sorry, but hey, whatever. I guess we should close it then. So I'll see you guys later. Be safe, and think about what I said about the whole Truman stuff, because I'm telling you, like, most people be like, don't think about it too much because it's going to put fear and shit. False evidence appearing real, man. It's false evidence. It is. But most people be like, we shouldn't even say that a lot either. I'm like, you're probably right too. But we should not frustrate ourselves just by doing certain things like that. I don't know. Because it's just like, come on, guys. Do we need to put everything behind a freaking, like, quote unquote paywall? So I say as a gamer. Technically, we're all gamers, right? We all have to be Ready Player One. We don't have to. We don't have to be on top of the game. We just need to play the game, basically. And when you're good with it, then you'll be like, all right, I'm done. I'm not gonna, So think about it as an arcade game. You get the points, and when you got the points, you're good. You just want to get a high score, basically. And when you get that high score, you're done. You're not there to literally beat the game, because the game you can't beat the game. So because Gravity H point that out too. I'm glad I point that out, because when he pointed that out, I just thought about a whole bunch of stuff of like, yeah, I mean, there's so many people that I've seen, but there's people that, I mean, not have known or anything like that, but I've seen like celebrities that when they say certain things like that, like, oh, I'm the top of the world, I won the game and shit like that. All of a sudden, uh, where are they? Where are they? Some of them you don't hear from them again, and I'm just like, are they dead? 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years pass by, and no one doesn't mention it again. Sometimes you don't even get no answer. I'm just like, all right, I'll see you guys. I'm sorry, but peace out. Be safe.